Okay, let's unpack this. For years, I mean, one of the really big challenges in computer science, right, has been generating virtual worlds that are truly interactive.
Uh-huh. And
Which is
consistent.
inconsistent, exactly.
Hmm.
It's been this huge bottleneck for, well, everything from training AI to just creating believable digital experiences.
Yeah, held things back.
But what if I told you Google DeepMind might have just, smashed right through that barrier?
Ah, you're talking about Genie 3.
Exactly. We're diving deep into Genie 3. It was announced just, a few days ago, August 5th, 2025, by Jack Parker Holder and Shlomi Fruchter.
That's right.
And they're not just calling it another AI model, it's being hailed as like a new frontier for world models.
Hmm.
So our mission today, figure out what Genie 3 actually is, how it works, and maybe most importantly, why it's such a big step forward for CS and software engineering.
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is just how broad its potential is. Describe it as a general-purpose world model,
General purpose, meaning.
meaning it's designed to learn the sort of underlying rules and dynamics of a simulated environment. So it can predict how things behave, how they interact within that space.
Okay, so it's like it understands the physics and maybe the story inside a virtual world, not just, say, language.
Exactly. Think of it like that. And its goal, really, is to generate this unprecedented diversity of interactive environments.
So practically speaking, then, what does this actually mean for someone using it? What would you see?
It means you give it a simple text prompt,
Hmm.
like a walk through a sunny forest.
Okay.
And Genie 3 can spin up this dynamic world that you can actually move around in real time.
Real time. What kind of performance are we talking?
Pretty impressive, actually. They're saying 24 frames per second at 720p.
Wow.
And it holds together, stays consistent for a few minutes at a time. So you're not just watching a pre-made video. You're in it. You're navigating.
That is a genuine breakthrough, especially for generative AI if it's truly real-time interaction.
Oh, absolutely.
And I guess this didn't just spring up overnight, right? This builds on what, over a decade of DeepMind's work?
That's right. Loads of research in simulated environments. We've seen earlier foundation models like Genie 1 and Genie 2.
Right, and the video models too, like VO2 and 3.
Yeah, those two. But what makes Genie 3 really stand out beyond maybe just looking better,
Uh-huh.
it's that real-time interaction piece. That's the key.
Yeah.
It's their first world model that actually lets you interact in real time.
So the earlier genies could make cool videos, but you were just a spectator.
Pretty much, you couldn't step in and, change things. Genie 3 adds that crucial layer of interactivity. Plus, they've seriously upped the game on consistency and realism, too.
The examples they've shown are, well, they're pretty wild. Like modeling complex physics, navigating a volcanic area with lava.
Or jet skiing during a festival of lights, yeah.
And it's not just physics, it simulates natural worlds, too. Glacial lakes, wildlife, Japanese gardens.
Exactly. But it also leans into, pure imagination, fiction and animation.
Like the fluffy creature on the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. Or that Irish landscape where bits of land just rip free and float up. Totally fantastical stuff.
Uh-huh.
Not just copying reality. And it can do historical settings, too, like exploring ancient Knossos or riding a boat through Venice. The detail, like the reflections in the canals, is apparently quite striking.
Okay, those examples really help visualize it, but how? How is it doing this in real time and keeping it consistent? That was always the hard part, right? What's the tech magic?
Yeah, pulling off that real-time interaction and consistency, that definitely required some significant innovation. It's different from methods that build a whole 3D model first.
How so?
Genie 3 works frame by frame. It auto-regressively generates each new frame.
Meaning it predicts the next frame based on the previous one.
Exactly. Based on the previous frames and the user's actions. It builds on what just happened. And has this visual memory, looking back up to maybe a minute.
Okay, that memory must be key for consistency.
Crucial. And this frame-by-frame approach, it makes the worlds much more dynamic, less tied down by pre-made 3D assets.
And there's more, right? These promptable world events.
Yes. That's another really cool area. You can be interacting, navigating, and then you could throw in a new prompt, change the weather, add an object, maybe introduce a character midstream.
Whoa. So you can literally ask, what if, while you're inside the world?
Precisely. It hugely expands the possibilities.
That sounds like a massive deal for AI research, especially for AGI.
Oh, it's definitely seen as a key step towards artificial general intelligence. Absolutely. Think about training AI agents.
Right. They usually need these simulated environments.
Exactly. But often those are kind of rigid, pre-programmed. Genie 3's breakthrough isn't just the visuals, it's the ability to generate potentially infinite dynamic training grounds on the fly.
Ah, so it tackles the data scarcity problem for embodied AI.
Fundamentally, yes.
Yeah.
Agents like Google's Sima.
That's their agent that learns by interacting, right?
Right. Sima can learn much more complex stuff over longer periods because it can experience practically limitless scenarios generated by something like Genie 3. It's a real bottleneck breaker for AGI research.
Okay, it sounds incredibly powerful. But like any new tech, it must have limits, right? Where are the edges right now?
Oh, for sure. It definitely has limitations currently. For one, the range of actions the agent can take is still somewhat constrained.
Okay.
Modeling several independent agents interacting realistically, that's still tricky. And it won't perfectly recreate, say, a real-world city block for block. Geographic accuracy isn't perfect.
Any other hiccups?
Rendering clear text within the world can be problematic unless you specifically ask for it. And the interaction duration, as we said, is currently capped at a few minutes. Still amazing, but finite for now.
Got it. And DeepMind seems aware of the need for caution. They're calling it a limited research preview.
Yes, they're emphasizing responsible development, rolling it out carefully to academics, to creators first.
To get feedback, suss out risks.
Exactly. Gather feedback, explore the risks, figure out mitigations. The goal is to ensure it benefits people safely.
Makes sense. So the immediate impact is likely in AI research, maybe generative media.
I'd say so. And longer term, you could see applications in education, specialized training simulators, maybe testing autonomous systems like robots in complex scenarios.
Okay, so bringing it back. What does this all mean for you listening right now, looking ahead? How might Genie 3 or tech like it actually change things beyond the research labs?
Well, if you connect the dots, Genie 3's ability to make these dynamic, interactive worlds from just text, even with the current limits, it really could fundamentally change how we train AI, sure, but also how we create and experience immersive content.
So it raises a big question then.
I think so. The question becomes, how might breakthroughs like this transform the digital environments we all interact with every day? Imagine moving beyond just watching or clicking to actively shaping and participating in creating our virtual realities moment by moment.
When every digital space could become like a responsive canvas for whatever you can imagine, that's quite a thought.
It really is. The possibilities are, well, vast.